Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about ApeCoin and the latest release of Apechain. Because of this release, the price of ApeCoin rose. It's leveled down a little bit, but I wanted to dig into it and see if it was a good investment, something that you and I should probably take a look at. So guys, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of the content, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to be notified when I come out with new content. So let's take a look at ApeCoin. I must say that I stayed away from this coin for the longest time, but with this chain that they just launched, I figured, hey, maybe they are doing something. And if they are, let's take a closer look and see if it's worth our time and investment. So according to CoinMarketCap, ApeCoin currently sits at 78, and that's based on a market cap of 844 million. So if there's some room to grow, still it didn't hit the billion mark, so there's still room to grow. Looking at the 24-hour volumes at 285 million. Circulating supplies about 452 million. But look at this, the past 7 days up 57.5%. That's not bad. And again, that's based solely off of the Apechain launch. And we'll dig into Apechain as well. Current price at the time of the video is $1.12. For the past hour, almost up 3%. So things are looking interesting. Let's take a look at charts real quick, and let's look at the all-time chart. So this coin launched at the end of the bull cycle, last bull cycle, and people that held the board Ape Club NFTs as well as Mutant Apes, they received an allocation of this. And it was up a good amount. And then shortly thereafter, a lot of people sold and the price went back down again. But taking a look at the chart now, you see the price was at about $1 or so. But here, just look at the peak, right? Let's look at the year chart. So we look at the year chart here, we see that, right here was pretty up about March. It rose with the rest of the alts, and then as we continued on and the market traded sideways and went down, but there was a peak again, and that peak resulted from Apechain. And right now it's leveling off back down again. So there is room to grow, but you need to see some utility and they need to have some positive information behind it so that it can push it upwards as well as the rest of the altcoins next year. And let's see what they have in play. But market cap again, 845 million. This is what I do like. They have a max supply of 1 billion, right? And circulating supply is currently at 752 million. So yes, if you look at token unlocks, you see that they unlock a lot, but pretty much most of the supply is already out there. So if you have not that much inflation coming up and you just have positive growth, and I hear they have a metaverse coming out, if that comes out, and mainly if NFTs are hot again, NFTs have been pretty cold. If they're hot again with the hot altcoin market, the price of ApeCoin could go up. So we have that going for it. So looking at this per Masari, the ApeCoin basically is the token that facilitates participation and decentralized governance and transactions in the ecosystem, including Bored Ape Yacht Club. ApeCoin is built on top of ETH. It enables holders to engage in ecosystem governance and use in various applications and games. So Yuga Labs is behind the NFT brand of Bored Apes, and ownership of these premium NFTs have evolved into an elite movement of highly influential figures who hang out at the Bored Ape Yacht Club. However, the power of the ecosystem of apps and services deployed by Yuga Labs and third-party brands, ApeCoin was launched. So we talked about when it was launched, March 17, 2022, and basically if you held Bored Ape or Mutant Apes, you received a good allotment. So around, what's that? 10,000 to 2,000 tokens were released to these holders. So, last cycle, you had famously Justin Bieber and other people, high-level celebrities holding these NFTs, and NFTs were special. And we'll go and see that, yes, they died down, but these NFTs still held their value. And, there's some utility to holding this ApeCoin token. So on their website, it says the token will serve as the centralized protocol layer for community-led initiatives that drive culture forward into the metaverse. So I don't know how metaverses are going to do. That was a big thing last cycle when, Zuckerberg of Facebook changed the name to Meta, and then all the Meta plays started going up higher, kind of like how AI is right now. So will Metaverse comes back? I don't know. So the popularity of this coin has to do with NFTs popularity as well as metaverses. ApeCoin is trying to, add some more utility outside of those two things, but mainly I think that's what's going to drive the price of this coin here. So the board and the leaders here are represented by these NFTs. And I'm guessing if you're in the club and you get to go to the club, you get to meet these people, but they're kind of anonymous. Obviously, they go by the avatar names here. So I don't like that too much. But again, if you're a part of the club, maybe you get to meet them and you know who they are in their backgrounds. So another thing, if you hold the Ape coins, it provides access to certain parts of the ecosystem that are otherwise unavailable, such as exclusive games, merchandise, events, and services. So, that's the main thing as far as ApeCoin goes. You hold these NFTs, and if you hold a lot of Ape coins, you can attend these parties. So, if you want to rub elbows with the highlights, of the Biebers and famous people, wealthy people with these Ape coins, if you accumulate enough, you'll be able to do that. So, that's the selling point for the coin. So, looking at the community, ApeCoin has about 414 followers on Twitter. Not too shabby. And Bored Ape, which I think is the main thing. That's what's driving. I wouldn't know anything about ApeCoin if it wasn't for Bored Ape Yacht Club. And they have 1 million followers. Then you have currently on OpenSea. What does the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT currently, what does it cost to hold one of those? Yes, NFTs are kind of cool, not as hot as they were, but look at the floor price for one of these things. 12.4 ETH. And ETH currently sits at 2,500 for just one. So you need 12 of these. I can't do the math quickly, but basically that's a lot of damn money, right? Best offer 11.4. That's wrapped ETH. But 12.4 ETH for one of these is ridiculous. And people, I guess, are still paying it. So that's out of control. Now, for the cheaper version, you still have mutant apes, and those are going for 1.9 ETH. That's not too bad. Still crazy for something like this, but there's still people that want to be involved in a society in this club. You see, it's impacted by the price of these NFTs. So there may be some utility there. Maybe there'll be a resurgence of NFTs. We'll see. So looking at the Apechain and looking at their decks here, I played with it a little bit. It's pretty smooth. These are tokens that you can bridge. You can bridge ApeCoin. Let's see here, USDC, USDT, wrapped ETH. The networks that can be used are Apechain, obviously, Ethereum, and Arbitrum, the L2 on Ethereum. And as far as swaps go, right now, mainly with those same networks, Apechain, Ethereum, and Arbitrum, but you can swap, it's not that many right now. It's just mainly ApeCoin, Ether, and the stable coins. So still growing, but you see that there's some utility there. And you may ask, what the F do I need this for, right? Why do I need Apechain when I can get Uniswap and I get all these other ones? There's other DEXs that are better. Well, you get access to the ecosystem. And in their ecosystem, it's growing. They have intellectual property, which could be your NFTs, maybe RWAs. They have games, they have infrastructure, they have finance. So it's just growing. And you like to see projects like this that were probably deemed as maybe a money grab, but they're actually building utility. And we'll see what happens with this. They also have memes, and we know memes are pretty hot right now. None of the memes come to mind. I don't think any of them really blew up yet, but you never know. Maybe there'll be a meme affiliated with Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Apes, which is a possibility. And if that happens, that can blow up. The only nick I have on that one is that it is on Ethereum, and Ethereum fees can be pretty high as opposed to Solana. So how do you get Apechain, you may ask? You can set it up if you have a compatible wallet like MetaMask. Then you add Apechain as a custom network using details found on Yuga Labs website. And then you select network name Apechain and follow the instructions. And then you acquire some Ape tokens, and then you're ready to play ball. So that is Apechain. Now, token unlocks before, I've been looking at this for the past 2 years, and I always see Apechain just releasing and releasing. And I guess what they're doing is they're just getting out now before they're fully fledged as far as having that chain working up, their ecosystems grown, metaverse is in play, and there'll be no more inflation. So, we discussed about 75% has been unlocked already. The next unlock will be in 23 days, November 17th. And at that time, there'll be about 15 million tokens that's going to be released. So not too bad. So looking at the rich list, I see that currently there's about 162,000 holders of this coin. And the top 50 holders have 53% of the supply, which is concerning. Then you have the top 100 hold 75% of the supply, which is concerning. So when you have that many people, that small concentration that have that much of the supply, that is concerning. They can control price movement a lot, and they could dump on you and leave you holding the bag. And that's what's concerning for me. So looking at the distribution, right? 62% went to the Eco Fund, 16% went to Yuga Labs and charity, 14% are saved, I guess, to launch for launch contributors, and then 8% went to the Board 8 Yacht Club founders. And of that, you have 150,000 tokens that went to, Board 8 Yacht Club, Mutant Apes, and they were all unlocked at the launch, and we talked about those people who got that. So that's that. So how are NFTs doing currently? Looking at this thing here, this is a crypto slam. NFTs, as far as what's popular, what's not, looking at the past 7 days, you see that here, as far as the top collection, number one is Mythos on Polkadot, which is interesting. But Board 8 Yacht Club is number 2. And look at that. The sales are up 59.8%. Transactions about 139. And so they're doing pretty well, and they're still up there. And we talked about what the cost for one of these things is. So it's still popular. And then coming up at number 12 would be Mutant Apes. And you see right now they're up 186% for the past 7 days. So they're still popular NFTs. So as long as these things remain popular, ApeCoin will be in the discussion as far as prices movement and price going up. So it's possible. So can this thing 10 to 20x? And then, again, I think it all depends on the popularity of NFTs again, and if metaverses become popular. And if those two things happen, this type of coin, especially with this chain adding more utility, and you throw a memes into the mix and they get a popular meme, yes, it can, because you can see that as far as inflation, it's not that much left. And if you look at the market cap, about 800 million, we've seen projects go 10, 20 million, or billion rather, in the crypto space. And if you throw a project like this in here, it can possibly do it. Now, I don't like the amount of people that hold it, the top 100 holding that many coins. That is very concerning for me. So this is a coin that I'll probably put on a wait and see list. I'll monitor and see how it's going. I'll monitor NFTs more importantly to see how popular, if there's going to be resurgence there. But if you are interested in ApeCoin, it is easily accessible. You can get it on Coinbase if you're in the US. Anywhere else, Binance, OKX, CoinX, Huobi, they all have it. So that is my quick review on ApeCoin. Let me know what you think of ApeCoin. It's an interesting project for sure. I'll say that. And let me know if you think NFTs will be coming back. I'm curious. Thank you for spending your time with me. We'll talk later.